Beaders, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and I'm back today with the March 2020 Curated Bead Box. You can see that our theme this month is called Sunshine, so we're getting some very warm golds and orangey tones. On the front of our box, as always, we have the list of everything that we can expect to see inside the box. And we also have our list of SKU numbers beside each of those items in case you wanted to purchase more of these. Their sister site is called dollarbead.com, and they have all sorts of different things to offer. As you can see here, it says the bead sizes and types may vary due to availability. And not only will you get those contents, but you'll also find a finding starter kit inside, which will give you a variety of things we'll take a look at. And another reason why I do recommend this subscription box for beginners. Not only that, they have an awesome coupon code for your first month, and I will flash that on the screen as well as leave it down below. And that will give you 35% off your first month, making the box only $13 shipped, which is a fantastic deal. Without further ado, let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at all of our contents. All right, so this is what we see when we open up the box. And we have some beautiful sunny colors. Let me pop these out and we'll take a look at everything one by one. All right, we're gonna go largest to smallest for our strands. The first one we have to look at is called Burnt Orange Jade Style Glass Bead. It's an 8-inch string, and these are 12 millimeters in size, so they are pretty chunky, kind of translucent. You can see that they're letting some light through, and there's a closer look at those. So great basic chunky round style glass bead to go with this month's theme. I definitely recommend this subscription more for those who are either newer or strictly into bead stringing, because you get a lot of these basic round one hole beads in different colors. And it's especially nice if you're on a budget, because these are very budget-friendly boxes. They're not your higher-end, more expensive beads, but still give you a nice variety of things to play with if that fits what you're looking for. So the next one we have is the 10 millimeter Parfait Marble Style Glass Beads. This is another 8-inch string. You can see this background color of this kind of vanilla, very pale yellow, butter creamy type color, and then the little pops of the light peachy orange. Here's a close-up look at the holes on these beads, and they all look to be in good shape. The holes aren't jagged and there's no chips or peeling. Everything feels nice and smooth and glossy. And then next we have this fiery looking strand. These are the 10 millimeter Carnelian Duo style glass beads, another 8-inch string. And they have that really cool texture inside, making them look a little bit more stone-like from afar. You can also see the veining of the darker color of the burnt orange that is contrasting with this mustardy yellow and that little bit of shimmer inside that's coming through off that foiling. The next one we have to look at is another 10 millimeter strand. These are in the color mink. These are round glass pearl beads. They have a satiny metallic finish, and this is another 8-inch strand. I love this kind of champagne color. It's a great one that will go with a variety of different color schemes. Again, these are not like your Swarovski pearl level type beads. You can see the very light scratches in the coating on some of these rounds, but again, you're not paying for Swarovski with this box. And as long as you know that going in, you're okay with that, then this is totally fine. They are still beautiful beads, which overall have a very uniform finish on them, and I don't see any major issues, any peeling or cracks. Then we get into our longer strands and also slightly smaller beads. These are 8 millimeter Carnelian style glass beads. This is a 16-inch string. You get so many on here to play with, and look at that vibrant pumpkin orange with just the slightest hint of texture inside. Again, with that little bit of foiling that makes them a little bit more interesting than just a flat color. And these feel very smooth and glossy. And then we have this strand. These are really cute. They're called orange gold leaf style glass beads, also 8 millimeter and a 10.5-inch strand. I love this combination. It's so summery. It's kind of like an orange dreamsicle. Is it dreamsicle or creamsicle? I don't know. But with the gold, extra shimmer on the top, I think that combination is adorable. And then here is our first strand that has more of a texture to it. These are called the 8 millimeter orange and yellow faceted glass beads. It's a 13-inch, quite a long strand. And you can see that subtle faceting that these have. Still just a one-hole bead. They let a lot of light through. They have a smooth and glossy feel to them. And another element to go with this sunshine theme, just a little bit more on the yellow side than some of our other strands so far. And then next I'll show you these two at one time. These are both the Sea Beach style glass beads, both 10.5-inch strings, and they are 6 millimeters in diameter. As you can see, we have our orange here and we have our apricot, the more yellowy orange. And these have that frosty matte look. They're not that glossy, shiny coating. They look more like sea glass, which will be great in combination with the other more smooth and shiny rounds that we've already gotten. Nice, they're including a variety of different finishes. Then we have another strand of 6 millimeter rounds. These are the Champagne Rustic Glass Pearl Beads. It's a 16-inch strand, so you can see it is also quite long. And they have that bumpy texture to them, which is pretty cool. These are also a little bit more subtle in color, just a light creamy beige. And then here's the last of our rounds and also our smallest. These are 4 millimeters in size. These are called Burnt Orange Crackle glass beads, and this is another 16-inch long strand with quite a few beads to play with. We have that deeper burnt orange color. These glass rounds also letting some light through, and you can see the crackle inside of these glass rounds, which picks up the light and gives them a slightly fiery or more sparkly appearance. Finally, for our strands, we have 6 of these 20 by 18 millimeter deep gold vintage style glass beads. You can see that they are kind of translucent going through the center. And then on the end is this metallic coating. It's also on both sides, and they're just slightly wavy instead of being completely flat. I think these will look great in combination with some of the other rounds here below. And they always send another bag or strand of something different with a little bit more detail to help you get creative with some of these other round beads, such as our last bag, which contains 20 by 16 millimeter bronze wavy lampwork glass beads, 5 of those. We can see these much better now. These are quite cool. Look at that wavy shape. They're kind of chunky, but not too chunky at the same time because they're not extremely thick. And just like lampwork beads always are, they're all just slightly different. I like the metallic glass that we have wrapped inside this topaz color. And I think these are a great addition to the box. In addition to that, we also have this bag that I don't see on the list, so it looks like it might be part of our additional findings. These are what look to be about 6 millimeter gold-plated brass spacer beads. So they're quite chunky in terms of the round spacers, and they have pretty wide holes there also, so you could use them on maybe some thicker cord. Even some thinner round leather cord might come in handy for that. And then finally, everything that's in our finding starter kit. So you can see, obviously, we have a coil of some of this gold-toned memory wire to make yourself possibly even a couple of bracelets. You also have a generous quantity of some gold-toned bead stringing wire. Also for stringing, you have some of this elastic cord. And then some other very handy jewelry making findings. You have, of course, your head pins, some fishhook style ear wires, you have your crimp beads, some jump rings, and some lobster clasps. As you can see also, they have color coordinated their findings, and they do that each and every month. Sometimes you might get silver, sometimes you might get gold. I think this was a great choice to go with our sunshine theme and so many of our orangey and gold tone colors that we have. So that is everything for the March 2020 Curated Bead Box. Once again, don't forget I have that coupon code that you can use to save 35% off your first box, making it only $13 shipped if you're in the US. Such a great deal. Great way to get started with a bead subscription. Great way to get started if you are newer to beading. Maybe if you're into bead stringing only or have a limited budget. Or maybe you just want to get a gift for somebody who's expressed interest in getting started in beading. It's a great way to get a selection of very simple glass beads in a variety of sizes and color coordinated, ready to go with a findings companion pack so that you can make some creations pretty much with what you see here. Like I always say, I'm not here to try to sell you a box, but I do like to share all of these monthly subscriptions so you can get a close-up look at what's inside and make a determination for yourself if this box is right for you and your budget and your style. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this month's theme for the curated box. Maybe if you've been a subscriber, let us know your experience or anything else you'd like to say. We'd love to hear from you. And until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy beading. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. For more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of my latest videos. You can check out the information section below this video for links to all my social media handles, recommended products, and my shop and blog at orchidandopal.com. Thanks for watching.